The 1.5 and 3-inch scales are the largest scales that we have that are relative to a foot. So the 1.5-inch equals a foot scale and 3-inch equals a foot scale are used for very large details in architectural sets. I've got the 1.5-inch equals a foot scale dimensions for this side set up here, and we'll go to another copy of this scale to see the 3-inch because there's not a lot of room to get very big measurements on this scale because the two scales themselves take up so much room. So let's look at the precision of the 1.5-inch equals a foot scale. We can see that this is representing 1 whole inch from here to here, because I can see the markers for the 3, 6, and 9-inch locations. So if this is 1 inch, this must be 1/4, half, 3/4. So my precision is 1/4 of an inch precision with this scale. I will zoom out so we can see our first dimension, and we want to use the same system that we've been using for the other scales. We have to pay attention to which numbers we're using to measure with that scale. So the 0 here is lined up with this 2 over here, so this must be 0 feet, 1 foot, 2 feet, 3 whole feet. And if we look at how many inches are left over, we have 1 whole inch, and then we've gone 1 tick mark past that 1 whole inch mark, so that must be 1 1/4. So 3 feet, 1 1/4 inches. Because these scales are so much larger, we have to zoom out so far. I'll start by allowing you to read how many whole feet first, and then I will zoom in on the inches. So take note of how many whole feet we have. And then let's zoom in to how many inches we have left over. I have 4 whole feet. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 feet. And we have 3 inches here, so this must be 4 inches. That's 5 inches. We're 1/4 of an inch shy of 5 inches, so that must be 3/4. So 4 feet, 4 3/4 inches. The last dimension. Five feet, this is 4 feet, that's 5 feet, and we see that we're at the 6-inch mark here, and we are 1, 2, 3 tick marks past that, so that's 3/4, 5 feet, 6 3/4 inches. With the 3 inches equals a foot scale, we can actually measure to within 1/8 of an inch. So this is representing 1 inch from 0 to this first line that's as long as the beginning here of the inch measurement area is 1 inch. In between those two we have 8 tick marks, which means that each one of these lines here is equal to 1/8. So that means our precision is 1/8 of an inch. With this first dimension, we have to look at which numbers line up with this 0, the 1. So this is representing 1 whole foot, and we can see how many whole inches and fractions of an inch are left over. So let's put in 1 whole foot, dash. We've got 3 inches, and then I have 1, 2, 3/8, or 3/4 left over. Sorry, 3/4. So the answer here would be 1 foot 3 3/4 of an inch. The next dimension is 2 whole feet. 6, this is 7, so that has to be half an inch. 6 1/2 inch. For the last dimension, I'm going to let you figure out on your own, and then I'll reveal the answer. So we'll zoom in to this side. And then we'll zoom in on this side to see how many inches are left over. This is 3 feet. That 3 there is kind of sneaky. That's showing you the 3-foot mark from 3 inch equals a foot scale side. So that's 3 feet. And then on the other side we're at 9 inches here. So this must be 10. And this is 11. So we got exactly 3 feet 11 inches.